It's Andrew here from Eastonmade Wood Splitters. We're going to take a look at the 2020 Eastonmade 916 wood splitter here. We've done a lot of improvements on these machines over the last year or two. So we're just going to highlight some of these for you, just in case you're taking a look at these commercial splitters in this $7,500 price range. The really nice thing about these machines is they're built on an 8-inch I-beam, 1-inch thick. So in this price range of machine, this is as heavy of a splitter as you're going to buy. The pusher is 18 inches tall and 14 inches wide, and you can see how substantial it is too. Like these, this is kind of the meat and potatoes of the machine. This is a part that takes all the load, all the force. So you'll see a lot of companies out there to hold the rod into the pusher itself. You'll see there's just a bolt through there. This is a proper pin in it. It's a 1.5-inch pin, so it's a proper pin. Again, the same as you would see in any other piece of equipment. The bolts that actually bolt all this together, that sandwich it all together, are 3/4 inch grade 8 bolts. It's good and heavy stuff. A lot of companies are running a 1/2-inch bolt, a 3/8 bolt. Just not quite heavy enough once you start putting under extreme loads. Everything in the pusher is replaceable. There's phenolic on the top and the bottom of it. There's brass on the sides of it. So down the road, if anything does start to wear out, you can easily replace it and have your machine up and going again. All of our cylinders come with they come with a really big rod to bore ratio. So a lot of companies are going to call this a magnum or a big bore option. On all of our machines at standard equipment, you can get auto cycle for this machine. It's an $800 option. The auto cycle is really handy. You just hit the 2 levers, it travels there and back. We run Galtech valves on them still. Like even with the non-auto cycle version, it still has the Galtech valve. So all the spools are sealed. All the linkages are sealed and greased. Unlike the other valves, the Prince valves have exposed spools and linkages and stuff. They don't tend to last near as long as these Galtech versions. The Galtech valves, there's 4 balls in there pressing against the detent, where with the Prince valves, there's only the 1 detent ball. So they're just not going to last near as long. And like I said, they're completely sealed up. Ball joint in them. They're a really nice setup, and they have a 25-gallon hydraulic tank on them. So with this machine here, we don't need a cooler on it. We have enough oil for the pump on it, so it stays running nice and cool for you. It's a genuine Honda. It's a commercial grade engine. Electric start is available for it. The electric start's a $300 option. It's just the difference between having the battery on or not and having the starter on the motor. So that's the difference in the cost in it. This does have a floating log lift on it. The floating log lift's a really nice feature on them. So when you put the log lift down, it doesn't pick the machine up. It stays nice and stable. It has the aluminum catch pan on it. Aluminum catch pan is a really nice feature. It's nice and light. It's removable. We have run grates before. Whenever we run a grate or an open end on them, what we found is that the wood and debris would actually get caught in them. And if you weren't paying attention, they were prone to bending, they were prone to breaking. Something we've run into before. Every single one of the pivots has a replaceable nylon bushing in them. Most of the other competitors' machines out there will just plasma cut a hole, so they're actually loose. Like by all rights, they're wore out before they're actually in use. So all of ours have a machine tool. There's a bushing in them. The pins are locked in place. There's actually a bolt in them. This is the same for every other piece of equipment in the world. If you look at an excavator, bulldozer, a skidder, feller bunter, the pins are actually both in place and it rides in the bushing. So just keep that in mind, guys. We do have our log cradle design on this, which is really nice. You can just set a piece of wood in it. It's pretty much hands-free. You set it in there, you can stand off the side of the machine and split. So the level of safety with this, as opposed to a machine where you'd have to hold your hand on the block of wood, is a lot higher. The wedge system on this is really nice. It comes with an adjustable 4-way wedge on it. You can get a single, you can get a 4-way, you can get a box wedge for this, and a 6-way. So they change in and out in a matter of a couple of seconds. When you lower the wedge down, they unlock. And if you look at the general chassis design of this, you can see how compact this is. It's 4 feet wide, 8 feet long. So this is a nice machine to work around. You can easily run the controls on this machine from either side of it. You can run it from the log lift side, you can run it from the opposite side, the engine side. So it's very versatile, very easy to run compared to a lot of machines that are bigger and bulkier. The other nice feature about this machine too is you can tow it either way. So if you're pulling it down the road, you have ample tongue weight, you have lots of it, you can pull it down the road, they pull it nice. If you need to pull it out of your wood pile, you can hook it up the other side and pull it out of your wood pile and away from your wood, which is really good too, because you don't want to have the tongue buried in the wood pile. So if you're looking at one of these mid-grade commercial splitters, you really got to take a look at this 916. Like I said, like pound for pound, dollar for dollar, I don't know if there's much better value out there. There's other guys in that price range, but if you look at how heavy this is built, the performance of it and the options, you can see there's a lot of value there. Any questions, by all means, give us a call. Phone number 613-812-3213. Subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Instagram. Thanks a lot, guys.